Hey, we're back, and let's do this thing. We're going to start a game in the French. It's the French defense. It's a different type of variation I wanted to look at. So it's the French defense, the Chicorium variation. Because I've been studying sidelines of the French, and I want to check some sidelines out. At the right time. So he's preparing to play d5. He doesn't play it right away. This is the Chicorium variation. I think it's when I don't think you play that. It's kind of weird the line that he actually went down, because I'm like, I really have not seen this one before. Now he plays the deep pawn push. At this point, if you notice, his bishop is good. His light square bishop's good, but his dark square bishop's bad. So it's kind of funny. Now this, if you notice, guys, this bishop is hammering away at the rook, right along the diagonal. So there's a discovery potential that could happen, which means knight takes bishop with a discovery on the rook. So he has to shut that down. Now they allow him to to outpost, and so he takes, and c takes. Now he's got black of all things has space. Isn't it stellar when black's usually the one that's deprived of space in the French, but now he has the space. He has the space advantage. It's interesting how there's different types of the French. There's different types. They're not all the same, like the Chicorium and that type of stuff. If you want to do like a subline of the French, you can do that. And the subline is like one of the Chicorium. So rook b8. See, what he's getting ready to do is when this opens, he has a rook on the open file. And as well, there's a preparation for f5, pawn f5, so that if takes, he can now implant the knight on f5 or rook on f5. Depends. So f5 is played. B takes c, B takes c, E takes f, bishop takes f, bishop takes. Let me see. Why doesn't he take here? Let me see. What is the sitch here? I want to take a look. I apologize, guys. I just gotta see this. Why doesn't he take? What happens if he takes? I just want to see this. Interesting. So that's why that move sequence was, and black. Basically, white just said, "I want none of that." So he just, he didn't want to do this takes, and then this push. He didn't want to have any of that mess. So he just let go and allowed Burr to be a pawn up. Now Black just takes over the second rank, and it's like, whoa, power. If you can get a rook there and keep it, it's like a Pac-Man. Munch. Then the pawns are all the little bitty dots that Pac-Man eats. Now he's trying to get rid of his weak d6. And then he takes. That actually was an interesting move because now Black has the space advantage over White. If you notice, he has so much space. Black's majorly the better in this position. He cannot but be better. F5. And then the queen is trying to infiltrate in to here. R here. One of the, more likely here, because he wants to attack these two spots. And the queen's like, you know what? Come right on in. Come into Daddy's town. Because I'm just going to take I'm just going to take A3. Hi. And once that happens, let's say you play your rook, that's fine. I'll just come over and snap this pawn off. So yeah, we're going over the French Jogorium line of the French defense. It's a subline of the French defense. Knight C5. Queen E8. Very interesting. Why didn't he? Hey. Yeah, another bird game. I'm doing. He played the French a lot. He's kind of he's an up and coming player, and so it was actually Ginger GMR Simon Williams in one of his killer French tapes did a game from this kid. He's a younger kid, and he says if you want to study the French, this is the one of the people to go after. He's an up and coming chess player in the French. So that's why, and I took his advice and I looked up, and he's got over 100 games in the French defense alone. That's more than I looked up Tall. Tall had only played, I think it's like maybe 5 or 6 games. That's just all I've seen so far. He may have played more in the French, but he was more of a King's Indian, a Sicilian defense kind of guy, more of an attacker. So yeah. That's why I kind of picked this. There's actually another gentleman, a more seasoned warrior. I have to get his name down also. He's like a really good player. He's like a 2600. The reason I picked this young kid is he has an okay rating, and he's going to make slight mistakes, but he's also going to do more of the main newer lines because of how he studies. So, and I really have not seen the Jogorium French defense before, so I wanted to take a look at that. I was like, wow. I knew there were sublines of the French, but I didn't know there was sublines. So he takes there, knight takes A6. Bishop. Oh, he's going right after the queen there. Nice. And then next he'll more likely implant a knight on E3. Ooh, doesn't want to trade. And no trading here. Because if Black traded, then white has a pass pawn, outside passer. You don't want to do that, even if you're playing in different openings. Remember, if you get a pawn like this, your opponent does, you do not want to trade off your queen. You want to try to keep it on the board to harass the outside passer. And that's what he does. And he also prepares to infiltrate into the position via G5 to E3. And then the bishop comes sliding in. So he's getting ready to, he wants to play this guy out of position here so that he can do a check. This also does a double idea here. It attacks the rook and prepares for a check on E3, and which also potentially is attacking the pawn, and the bishop can always retreat back after the queen gets implanted there. Interesting. So he's, oh my word, wow. He's willing to give up his bishop, huh? Let's see. I want to check this out and see if. Okay, so knight. Let's see. Did he play a6? What would have happened if he had taken here? So he takes there. Check. Oh, rook. And then probably bishop. Yeah, then now you're going for the crunch. Okay. I was just wondering why. Sometimes I look at that. Yeah, this is an interesting situation. Yeah, he. You see though how different it's differently played. Let me see if that's actually the correct move here. Let me see. No, so you see how he even makes slight inaccuracies. The computer says that that's the best, but this is what he played. So it's good to learn because he's facing 2,500 level players, and so he's not facing like Magnus Carlsen, Tall, or those guys. So we're getting to see how the French can handle even beginning to intermediate grandmasters, upper. And so this was kind of one that was, he was very young in this one. We did one, I think it was 2014. This is 2000 straight up. So he was really young here. But he's a really good player. Let's see here. Check. H1. He takes. And now he's got a pass pawn, a better pass pawn. He's not worried about this. Let's see. Why doesn't he just take? I want to see why. I want to see why doesn't he just take here? Oh, mate 2. Gotcha. Makes sense. So he made the player that was the 2500 made a mistake too. Better is actually the knight, because it makes perfect sense that what you're doing is you're attacking the queen and attacking the bishop. This rook's also protecting the back rank, so there's no cheapo checks. So this actually, yeah, he's gonna have to play here, and then what'll happen is the knight will come in, and it's interesting for sure. Then right, so that's why you sometimes have to. He wanted to go for this pass pawn here. His eye. See, you could have a plan. Just 1 second. I gotta get drink water. Better. Okay. You plans may be different. The computer has more of a analytical plan. Like it sees way out into the future. His Burge's plan may be to get a pass pawn and work his pass pawn down the board, and that's an way of doing it. Also, he knows that this can't be taken because of mate and two. If this ever gets taken, it's mate and two, so he can't take that. The bishop. That's why they were saying the computer said that this would have been the best move rather than what was played with bishop to e4 wasn't the best. Because now if he does exchange, there's the threat of this pawn pushing this, the bishop's hanging, so it's gonna have to move somewhere, like maybe something like that, takes, and then up comes the pawn. And then you just move your, and then there, and now you get you get that pushed, and the idea of a queen is going to happen because it takes here. Yeah. Where? Let me see here. Yeah, it's the bishop could take here and then takes, and oh yeah, you're right. That actually, you're right. If rather than that, you could just snap that off. There you go. Bishop takes. Bishop takes a knight. Smack. Yep. Yeah, and then it's all over. So now you get to see why the. Oh, yeah, good. We're in that line. Okay. He's getting. Yeah, he's getting the. His idea is this pawn, and white's gonna have to worry about it. There's again, no longer is there mate though. So the mate idea, this can be taken now because there's no threat of mate. That's why he's trying to get this guy rolling down the board as fast as he can. What doesn't he take? Let me see. Oh, he can't take. Well, let me see. Can't he just take? Let me see. Why can't he take there? Oh, the queen. Go figure there. So the queen moves. Probably he's going to take the bishop, yeah. And now there comes the pawn off the board, and you have check. At this point, white resigns because there's no way of stopping. There's no more checks. It's not in time. Because even if he tries to set up for a check, or let's see, maybe even if he gets in front, let's just say he gets in front, this is hanging, so I think, yeah, let me see. Oh, interesting. So bishop, let's see, what's the best? So that was the best, and then the bishop comes to b3. Takes. Knight takes. Bishop takes rook. And it's all over. All over. And then here it comes, and smack, and then more likely queenie's gonna happen. Yeah. Knight takes, and yeah, everything's gonna be traded off, and that's all. It's good. It's done. How far back? How far back were you taken? Is it move? Let's see here. Where are you? Oh, I gotcha. Right here. Oh, right there. That gotcha. Oh, because that falls with check. And it's actually mate 2. He can't take it because if it falls, right here, see, there, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, is that mate? Nope, that's wrong. Where's the mate? Oh, bishop. And then there's mate, yeah. So, that was cool. And so I wanted to do a sideline with you guys. This is the French Dragorum variation. So we'll do some puzzles now. We'll see if we could build up our rating here. Let's see what we got. Okay. There's mate with bishop takes d. Not mate. We win a pawn with bishop takes d5. Hey. Hi. See, if bishop takes, if pawn takes, we then checkmate on h4, and if bishop takes, we win the queen. So we win either way. And I think, let's see, okay, here, let's say he brings his rook over. We play bishop takes, queen takes. Yeah, that works too, because we actually win through a pin. So here, and if rook comes over, we play bishop takes bishop. Well, interesting. I didn't think about that. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that is not good, isn't it? Huh. Do we have to take first? Okay, let's see. Is there any checks after this? I don't think so. Huh. That throws a kink into it, doesn't it? Hmm. Let's see here. Interesting. That really causes a sitch, doesn't it? Ooh. We probably have to take then. Then the queen slides over. Hmm. So what do you guys think? Do we take? What do we do? What do we do? Here. Hold on, let's just see what the idea is here. Ding, 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 ding. The only thing I could see is taking, because this doesn't. I was thinking of that, but the only stitch about having there instead of takes, like what you're saying, takes, he checks, and then when we have to, excuse me, when we have to move, he moves his rook back and he pins our queen to our king. So I think takes is the only thing that maybe we can know if we push. No, pushing doesn't work either. Or does it work? Let me see. So here, so if we played there, he's going to take here. Then when we take, the rook's going to slide over check. Then when we move back, the rook will slide back. It'll pin our king. Yes, we take, and he takes. Yeah. I'll take the rook with the queen. Interesting, that might work. Now that I think of it, let's see. That's true. Let me see here. Okay, then takes, check. We take, king takes, then takes. Yeah, that could work. Huh. See, the only sitch though is he potentially can actually go c3, rook c3, and then that blocks our idea here. And our whole idea is based on this mate. So if we move this rook, we lose our mating idea. So I'm not sure. I really believe takes is if I'm not right, I'll say that. But I really believe that. Oh, let's see. You were right. Oh my word, he was right. Wow. What the heck? Why didn't? You were right. Right. Drat. Then let me see. If we take with check, okay. Yep. I want to see why wasn't this right. Why wasn't that right? Oh, because of the attack there. Yeah. I really thought it was the I thought it was that, yeah. Yep. Snakies. Boy, that was a deeper idea. Wow. Let's see here. We'll recover from that. Well, I even learned something from that. Man, I didn't see that. I thought for sure he did the other one, but then I didn't calculate far enough. That was a good find. Hmm. Let's see. Sack check. Let's see. Sacrifice. Okay, if we play here, takes. Takes. Nope, that doesn't work. We'll have bishop, check, king takes. And you got a dead, you're thinking check there. Then if queen takes, the rook takes. Huh. Oh, interesting, yeah. Wow, that didn't work. Oh, b6. Why doesn't this one work? Okay, so b6. So if he moves, and then yeah. Yeah, I see that now. Wow. Okay, there's a check. Let's see here. Let's see if we check there. Hold on. H2, yeah, let's see, H2. Oh, there's only a problem with H2, guys. That's if we play H2 right away, we get back rank mated. We need to prepare for the infiltration of the queen. So let's see here. Let's see if we play bishop. If we do F6, he takes with check. So we can't do that. That is an idea of freeing up space. Yeah, I was thinking there. I'm not sure if that's right though. Let's see. Let's calculate there. Good. See, if we move this, there's back rank and back rank. So this bishop stops that back rank, and if we jam a bishop here, right, and we also, I think that's correct if I'm not mistaken. Because we have to clog both spots up, and if, let's just say, pawn takes, we now have the ability of infiltrating in to B2. Oh, D6. Oh, actually, I think. Let's see here. I'm trying to calculate to see, because if the pawn takes here, we have an in between move. We have to move quick on this. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that that's right, because you have to clog it with something. And then when that takes, you bring your queen to H2 at that point, and then you got back rank. Yeah, let's give that a shot. Because if it takes there, then you have your infiltration. Oh, there. So infiltrating there. Okay. Okay, yeah, because you're doing the, as Simon Williams says, the kiss of death. Yeah. Like Colonel Hannibal Smith says, I love it when a plan comes together, and there's always a plan in a situation. There's no random moves. There's always a plan. He was telling that to Face. When Face like, what's the was this planned? Yeah. That's what he told it. That's what he told Face. Yeah, I think he says that give me a week and I'm good. Give me, I think, a month and I'm great. I think he says give me 6 months and I'm unbeatable or something like that. That was a phrase that he told Lynch. I thought that was cool too. Let's see here. D1. Actually, first got so that we can win the bishop, you first have to take the bishop first. You take with check, then when the queen takes back, you then check. And I think that's how it goes. I believe that's right. Okay, now I think if we check, let me see, I gotta make sure that works. I believe that does, because once that check, even if he doesn't check, we can actually take the queen because it's pinned. So yeah, this is well, hold on, because we got to calculate this firstly there. If he takes here, okay, we can actually, what do we do then? Okay, here takes, queen takes, check. I think oh, now he just gave us the queen. There we go. Wow, 3 points. Rats. Let's see, what do we got here? Yeah, we're on a roll. We are truly on a roll. No. We work together as it's all about learning. It's all about getting better. And it's a gift that the Lord gave me, so I want to use it for Him. So let's see here. Okay, I'm thinking there's an idea. You're attacking there. No. Let's see. Is there any way to double attack anything here? Let's see. Well, I'm glad. Queen e5. Yeah. Oh, double attack. That's nice. I thank you for that. That's I appreciate that. That's a good find. That I think that's it. Good find on bishop. Yeah, good find there. I think that's it. Because there's no way to avoid. Maybe no, he can't avoid any sitches there. Because if he tries to protect it, we take the queen. So here, if he yeah. So yeah, that's it. That's nice. That's nice. Nice job. Excellent. Let's see here. Okay. I see that idea. But does it but is there anything he could play knight takes, but then we could take with the is it that straightforward? Is there anything that he can do at this point? I don't see really anything. I'm just seeing is there that doesn't work because there yeah I believe that's the only thing that yeah I think that's it. Let me see here. I think we just retreat back. No, wait a second. We gotta make sure that we retreat right. Let's see. I think we just retreat our bishop back. But the only sitch I see about that is he can counter there. Oh boy. So we're not out of the woods yet. Oh man, because if we play here, he's gonna attack, and then if we go up, he's got that. So. That's all I've. Oh boy. Maybe it's Yeah, I'm thinking maybe if we retreat back here and then go for a check, potentially that might be an idea as well. And the reason let's see if we go there. That is true. I think B4 has to be played. I think it has to be played. Oh boy, boy. Oh man. Okay, okay, here. That's under attack, so that's an interesting counter. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe it's there. That might be. I think that's it. Now, it's all I could see was actually here. So then takes. We're up in exchange. Man, that is one tough one. That's one tough one for sure. Let's see here. Potentially we have a. No, that knight could take there then. No, actually, he can't, can he? Because then there's a counter there. And then at that point we have a counter attack at that. So if we play here and he takes there, we actually take there with check. And then we unleash an attack on the queen. I believe this. Do you guys think that's right? Because then if the queen takes there, we take with check and we do a discovery on the queen. I think that might be it. I'm trying to see if there's anything else that he can do. I think that's the only forcing move because what'll happen if we don't do that? He's got G3. Now I gotta be careful here. Let's see. Do I just retreat back? Anything? Let's see. At this, now we have to be 100%. Let's see. I'm concerned about playing there. I don't know if that's the best. Let me see if here. So if we go here, he's got a. He could check there, or come straight down here. That then we'd be in a problem because here he comes straight down. And then we'd have to move our bishop to. So I believe that's it, because this the king to g1 protects this bishop. So then we can play b2, bishop b2. I think that's it. Yeah, so right here. That has to be. That's the only way that could be. That could hold. Yeah, we get made on f3 for sure. If queen takes queen, bishop takes, knight takes, pawn takes, bishop takes, I think it forks the. I think that's right. Yeah. I think we retreat, if I'm not mistaken, I think we retreat our bishop back here. Because then if he plays here, we just retreat back, and then we can move our knight. I think that's right, isn't it? Let's give it a shot. Yep. And let's see, where do we want to put our knight now? Because we have two spots to place it. Oh, wait a second. Nope, we only got one. My bad. Right here. That's the only one that works, because that's taken with a check there. Yep. There we go. Well, I'll give it a. We'll do one battle. We'll see how it goes. There we go. I'll give it a shot. Not a problem. Yeah, it's okay. Well, we'll play one game and then we'll get back to the puzzles because it's fun to play a little bit. Yeah. Oh, Queenside Castling, interesting. see here now. Let's see. It's got castle. Hey, how you doing? Stay focused here. Stay focused. Let's see here. I gotta make a decision here. Just move, move, move. Just don't down. Just move. You're downing again. Good idea. Okay. We'll get back to do one more puzzle, and then I have to log off for the night for my studies and work. Thank you for the game. You played really well. Let's see. Well, puzzles. Yeah. Okay, we'll do one more, and then I'll log off for a night. Wow. You're getting better. Okay, let's see here. I get a drink of water first. Okay, let's see here. What do we got? Okay, rook slide. If the rook slides over, we have to. We're playing right there. So if a bishop sacks, so bishop sack, queen is trapped. I think you're right. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Okay. If here bishop sacks, then the king takes, then you check. Then if he goes back, you take. Yeah. All right. With that, guys, I gotta log off. Thank you guys for all the help. We're past 2004, so we moved up. I think we moved up 18 points, so we're progressing. We're gonna get to 2200. And thank you guys for logging on and spending your time. I appreciate it. And as Wesley So says, Sir Lord Jesus, as I say, God bless, guys. And I will see you next time on Chess Cruncher TV. Keep moving forward. Keep studying chess. And always remember, like Credible Hannibal says, there's nothing random. There's always a plan. Only look back to learn. See you guys. Bye-bye.